It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Red Wolves. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys. The Red Wolves head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Reese?
Okay, Holly. The Red Wolves offense will have the ball first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO, these two.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're...
Snags it, and he's open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Red Wolves have it in scoring position on first and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Spartans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Nakua, and he'll be brought down. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Spartans getting set on first and 10. The give to the lone running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
keeps it on the option. Finding some room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On the run, it's Townsend.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Dumps it off in the flats. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's long. Fires left. Intercepted for the 11th time. Powers through. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And he cruises his... The house. Touchdown, Sparty.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Got enough for the first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Law. Spits it out to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Red Wolves will try to convert on 4th down. On the option. Now the pitch. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Red Wolves, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Touchdown Red Wolves! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Spartans decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. To the air, it's Law. Escapes the pressure going right. Gets the first himself. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught, and he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Red Wolves come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Caught. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Red Wolves will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Swing momentum, and they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down, and it's a sack.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, knowing the play is over.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's going to get loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Law. Bringing the heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is touchdown, Spartan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
So much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Slips through the line. Got on the room. him. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 7 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Tigers, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
And the Red Wolves will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, Coach Lee told me at the half, his biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And hit
got it down the field. Speeding down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Spartans. That one will give them the lead.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense working from the pistol. Running it to the right. Crosses the 30. Breaks into the open. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40. Finally stopped at the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Townsend. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Michigan State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he tacks on the extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll run for it. It's Parker. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. He's up to 81 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. Inside the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McConnell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Law. Moving out to the right. On the run, fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nacua. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Under fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. Fourth down coming. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. He's got great speed. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Law. Uncorks one. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Steamrolls his way ahead. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Pulls it on the option. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. The Spartans are in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Just keep slinging it. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab in their space. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Parachek. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 40, he's at the 30, he's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Wolves! What a play, not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W. Fielded in the end zone, it's McConnell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They want to run this quarterback.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pulls it in on the left. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never... He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Sparty. Fitted in the window for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go, ready. 1, 2, 3, ready to go.
Handoff for Parker. Oh, he's got some space. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Makes the catch. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Nacua. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.